This episode of the Quad Squad Pod is sponsored by The Ballad of Bonaduke by R.T. Slaywood, a dark urban fantasy available exclusively on Kindle Vella. Visit our link tree or the description of this episode of the podcast for more information on how to begin reading today. Now let's start the show. We're back again, despite the fact that we can't really seem to get a video right. We're going to knock on wood, and this is going to be the one that works. So this is episode 9 of the Quad Squad Pod, which means we have one episode for every one of Aaron's toes, which is quite exciting because there's 9.
Fuck you, Andrew.
Did that
right
beat,
out of the
I don't know if that beat 13 seconds, but yeah, if this episode goes an hour, we're on pace for 60 fuck you Andrews, which is very exciting. So as we've done recently, because we wanted to make sure that we put the emphasis on it that it deserves, I'm going to throw it over to Pauly so he can tell you about some very exciting stuff.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. So as you may or may not realize, we have a merch store on Redbubble. You can find it right in our link tree. Super easy. Click the link tree, click the link to Redbubble, and you're there. We have 6 designs with a special edition. You only get one thing for this. It is a shower curtain with 9 of Aaron's heads in Grimudgeon look. So it works out nicely.
And who wouldn't want me staring at them as they were taking a shower?
That's
if you don't, you must have a friend that does.
It's a great Christmas gift.
I know that I'm going to put mine inside out so that it's facing into my shower instead of like out of the bathroom.
Of course, and who wouldn't?
Yeah.
So you can do it that way, or you can use it to scare off people. Depends on who's coming into your restroom. But yeah, that is the merch. Go check it out and see if you like anything over there.
Who's that guy in your shower curtain?
Yeah, that's a great housewarming gift if you never want to be invited back to someone's house.
Fuck you, Andrew.
I think we're still keeping pace for 60 this episode, so I'm holding my breath. There's 2. So today's episode is going to be in a similar vein as the last few. So I may have jumped the gun on our DC episode and tried to preemptively draft someone from today. Today we're going to be drafting our favorite Marvel characters. So it's going to be 5 rounds again. It's going to be a snake draft, which if you didn't listen to the last few episodes, I think shame on you at this point. But we're going to draft 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the second round would go 4, 3, 2, 1 to make sure it's fair and balanced for everybody. And you cannot draft 2 of the same character. So once you draft a Spider-Man, that's it, and so on and so forth. However, each of us could theoretically draft a separate Spider-Man. So we're going to do... we're doing movies, television, and animated. So no comic books, but everything else is fair game. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and pull up the incredible tech that our sponsor, RT Slaywood,
Spin the
has
wheel,
been kind,
baby.
Pulling out all the
kind enough to purchase for us. And I tell you what,
it's amazing.
When he wants to take care of someone, he does it. So if you watch the last 2, you know how this goes. We're going to click to spin and see who will be drafting first overall in our Marvel draft. And that's looking pretty good for me. Not much.
A different one every time.
It has, despite the fact that Aaron's going to say that it's rigged. Next up, let's see who's going to be drafting.
Well, it's not a coincidence that you're running it.
You're watching the randomizer. God.
Yeah. Nice.
Ooh, Bryce, number 2.
Bryce.
That's hotness.
Bryce at second overall. I hate to say that Aaron deserves to go last, but he does.
Well, that's a nice thing about this is if you're first or you're last, you get 2 picks right in a row.
I do. Fourth actually is probably the best in a snake draft like this to be able to go, because I go 1 and 8. I would rather take 4 and 5 than 1 and 8.
Yeah.
So I think 4 is the spot. So beautiful. So let's get rid of that. So we have Andrew, we have Bryce, Pauly, and Aaron. So I know we have 5 rounds. I'm sure we'll do a round of alternates. Depending on how quickly we go, we may do an extra round, depending on how much fun we're having. First overall, I was not prepared to go first overall. Actually, I didn't. I was going to plan on doing it again, so I wasn't prepared regardless. So Tony Stark is Robert Downey Jr., but Robert Downey Jr. also goes against effectively everything, like we talked about Bruce Wayne as Batman. He effectively goes against everything that, and I don't pick for 7 more picks after this, so it's tough. First overall, I'm going to take someone that we just spent a fair amount of time talking about, where Aaron almost admitted that he believes Thor: Love and Thunder is better than Thor: Ragnarok.
That is not true.
But that's what he said. Aaron, we have it on. Yeah, we don't have it on record, but Pauly will back me up. I'm gonna take Chris Hemsworth as Thor, and that might be controversial as first overall, but
it was my first option too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes you feel a little bit better. Bryce, you are up next.
Okay. And
I guarantee you I can guess this.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's hear what you think I'm going to say. Because you guys.
Do you think we can let Bryce make his own picks, Aaron, or do you want to pick for him?
No, I'm just saying.
I want to hear what his prediction is, so I can choose something else.
No. Go ahead.
You were wrong.
Okay. Now, while I'm a huge fan of this character in general, like from the comic books, everything like that, he wasn't always perfect in the movies he was in, but there was one movie that he was perfect in, and that's Logan, Wolverine from the movie Logan. Did you call it?
I called it. I knew you were picking Wolverine.
It was funny. I started going through my comics earlier to find out which comic version I would pick, because I forgot the rules of this all of a sudden. And I was going to pick the Wolverine that Eric Larson drew for the New Mutants and stuff like that. So I was like, wait, what am I doing? I wasted an hour upstairs going through my comics doing this. So yes, definitely Hugh Jackman Wolverine.
Great value at second overall for Hugh Jackman with the canon. All right, Pauly.
All right. This is tough. Like you said, Andrew, I did not come into this thinking about it at all. I worked at the office today, so I didn't have time to research. But I will go with one of my all-time favorites as far as movies go of the Marvel Universe, and Aaron's going to have something to say about it, but that'll be Wesley Snipes' Blade.
Oh, okay. That's fantastic.
One of my favorites. So,
I don't hate Blade.
I didn't say you hate Blade, but you talked a lot of shit about him in the bracket thing. So just leaving it there.
And I'm looking forward to the new Blade. That's gonna be great.
I'm just excited for Aaron.
I'm hoping.
Mahershala Ali is supposed to be Blade, correct?
Yeah.
Can we exclude Blade 3 from my Wesley Snipes Blade though? Take that one out.
You mean the best one?
Fuck off. Hunter Hearst Helmsley as one of the villains of that. No.
Paul Levisque. All right, Aaron, you got 2 picks. So do you want me to write Edward Norton's Hulk down first or second?
I will never pick Edward Norton's Hulk. Well, it was better. What was the first dude?
That was Edward Norton. Yeah.
No, Edward Norton was the second one. The first one
I thought it was Norton and then Bana.
Yeah.
No, Bana was the first. Bana was the first.
I'm not picking either one of them. So
yeah.
They're up for grabs.
So I am going with I'm going for a power pick here. We're going for the strongest ones. I'm taking Wanda Maximoff from the movies.
Fantastic. Oh, that's solid.
I would.
That is a good one.
This is an open statement to Elizabeth Olsen. If you have any interest in ruining my life, I would be more than happy to let you.
Yeah,
I will be in love with her for the rest of my life.
Yeah,
I think the three.
Just give me an autograph, Andrew.
I think the three single ones of us are willing to ruin our lives as well. So,
yeah, that works.
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
I
so,
got to turn.
So we have options, Elizabeth.
I got to turn around and do this twice. Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
If only we explained that to you 3 minutes ago.
And talked about how good it is for you to be able to do that.
Okay, so I'm in a complete power pick mode. I am going to go with.
Wait, have we supposed to? Should we have been making power picks this whole time? Because that wasn't something I've been doing.
I'm going for the strongest characters in a battle. I'm taking Carol Danvers because if you can fly through Thanos' ship and just bring it to the ground.
And this is MCU, Brie Olsen.
Yes, Brie Olsen.
Brie Larson. Brie Olsen is in a very different movie.
Yeah, it's a very different person.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh no!
Of course, Andrew knew that.
Just move it along, guys. Just move it along.
I'm well versed in my movie knowledge. I don't know what to tell you. All right, Pauly, you are up next.
Fuck, I am, aren't I?
Pauly, you better not say Sasha Grey instead of Jean Grey, because that's the wrong one too. Anyways,
Well, I want to leave Gambit on the table, so I'm going to wait on that one. No, but I am going X-Men, and I'm going the cartoon version more so than the movies, and that will be Nightcrawler from the cartoons.
Yeah.
Is that's not the one that Kelsey Grammer played?
No,
he played
Kelsey
Beast
played
in
Beast.
Okay.
But he's going X-Men the cartoon, which is coming back out on Disney Plus here soon.
Okay.
X-Men 97.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. Okay, fantastic.
All right, Bryce.
I think a couple of my picks are like kind of sneaky picks, so I'm going to go ahead and just throw this one out there right now. I'm going with Loki from the MCU.
Nice.
He is
That's a good one.
He's like the most developed character of anybody in the entire MCU. He's gone from being just this asshole to this guy who can, try and save his, doppelganger or whatever. It's really Tom Hiddleston has been fantastic as Loki. I love him so much.
Honestly, I think it's him and Wanda are the two most developed of like starting not there to there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
To clarify, do you want Matt Damon as Thor on stage, or do you want Tom Hiddleston as
You mean as Loki? Yeah, no, I'm
definitely
taking Hiddleston.
I'm sorry, as Loki.
I'm definitely taking Hiddleston. I'm not taking the third Hemsworth brother as Thor. That's not.
Didn't Tom Hiddleston originally try out or originally audition for Thor? Also,
yeah, you should actually go see the. It's on YouTube. His audition is on there. It's amusing.
He auditioned, and then Liam Hemsworth had the role.
Yeah,
and then it was you have a more handsome, stronger, larger, blonder brother. Okay, yeah. He'll actually work better than you.
Thank you for coming in, though. You pointed us in the right direction.
Thank you so much. You kind of gave us an idea of what we needed, and we just kind of upgraded in every possible way. All right, so I have back-to-back picks here. So I think one that I know will not be there next time around, so I'm going to take right here, will be Chadwick Boseman as Black Panther.
Solid.
Yep.
Not only as the character, I mean, if we're talking about characters who have pretty much anything they want at their disposal. The Wakandan technology and everything that Shuri puts together for him as well is unbelievable. Now third, man.
Also, that first Black Panther movie was phenomenal. It was, and it's actually the only MCU movie
start to finish
to get a nomination in the Oscars. special effects. No, not special effects. For wardrobe.
It won for costume. Yeah, won for costume.
Oh, one for costume. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Or I don't know. I thought it won, Pauly. Didn't we?
I feel like we talked about
it
this
won design. Like visual arts. It won like visual effects.
So now if we, man, this shouldn't be this tough through 2 rounds. I am going to have to go with, why is this so hard? This shouldn't be this hard. I think we're also just going to, since I already have one Chris, we're just going to take another one. And I'll just take Captain America off the board. I feel like there's great value in round 3.
And somewhat ironically, I am going to be taking Captain Carter from What If for my 3rd pick.
Oh, I didn't even think about What If.
Yeah, she was that was just a fantastic cartoon, and one of the best things I've ever seen.
What If is
very good.
Is unbelievable.
Yeah, it really
was that the character they based? Because wasn't she Captain America in the multiverse, the Doctor Strange?
Yes.
Multiverse, yeah.
Yeah. Same.
But he took the What If version because the one in that movie gets ripped to shreds. And
no, actually, the reason I'm taking the What If version is actually, so once they decide to or she decides that she's actually going to battle, there's this great scene where this dun 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 dun, and it's like
jazz,
damn, and she's like doing all this crazy stuff, and what is it? I guess he's not Captain America. He's just
Steve Rogers.
Yeah, just Steve Rogers flying around, and he's flying and she's on the back and they're taking out planes and stuff. That I've rewound to watch that maybe under 50 times, maybe.
There's supposed to be a new season, and they said it was going to be released in early 2023, and here we are.
Into
June. End of May.
Now.
Yeah, so, June. Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm lost on days.
All right, Pauly, you are up.
So I've noticed most of mine are a lot of X-Men because that's kind of what I grew up on more than anything Marvel. So I'm going with Storm, and it will be the Halle Berry version.
Oh,
even though I do really like the animated one, the Halle Berry one, seeing her bring Storm to life was probably one of my favorite moments as a kid. So that is the one I'm going with.
That was so cool to see, that first X-Men movie.
Yeah.
But I still do think that her version of in Days of Future Past is actually the closest to what Storm was capable of and stuff like that. You know, that was and that was the one that after she got done with it, she was like, I want to do a Storm movie.
And they should have fucking done it. God damn it.
Yeah,
they should have.
It'd probably be cool.
It's Halle Berry,
right?
Yeah.
Talk about ruin my life. Okay, so I'm Avengers strong here right now. I think.
Are you going with another power pick?
I'm gonna stick with the strong women of Marvel, and I'm gonna go with Jean Grey.
Jean Grey from
the movie yeah.
Before or after becoming the Phoenix. Those are two different people, kind of like Darth Vader and Anakin.
Jean Grey. He said Jean Grey. He already said Jean Grey. It's been put out there.
I know he did.
I spelled that right. Excellent.
Nice.
Famke Janssen was also Xenia Onatopp in a Pierce Brosnan James Bond movie. Was that GoldenEye?
GoldenEye, yeah.
Yep.
It was GoldenEye, yeah.
That's kind of where she got her start, you know?
I was trying to stall and give you another few seconds there.
Yeah. So my next pick is I've got to take him before he gets pulled. I'm taking Ryan Reynolds as Wade Wilson. Deadpool.
I was waiting for you.
This is going to be an Aaron level hot take. It's just Ryan Reynolds being Ryan Reynolds in a costume.
It is. It is.
You know what's funny is though, like if you know Deadpool from the New Mutants comics and everything where he began, like that's also Ryan Reynolds before Ryan Reynolds even knew that he wanted to do that. Like Deadpool is Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool. It's really.
I know,
weird.
but the way that people are like, oh my god, I can't believe what Ryan Reynolds has done with the character, and it's like that's the same person he is. Have you ever heard an interview with Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah,
it's the same version.
Same with that guy. Yeah.
I'm gonna get off this
a little exaggerated, just a tiny bit,
just a touch,
just a scotch.
But those movies have to be rated R, otherwise they don't work.
Yeah, no, the Deadpool 3 that's going to be in the Marvel Universe is going to be rated R. It's going to be the first rated R Marvel movie.
No, the first two Deadpools and Logan were both rated R.
They are not in the MCU.
Yeah, but they weren't part of the MCU.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, they're bringing it into the MCU.
Yeah. With Wolverine, that movie's going to be like Deadpool and Logan.
I can't wait for that.
Yeah. You should see Hugh Jackman. He's already like shredded. Like he's like, I've been doing it for 6 months.
He's not human. I'm convinced he just is like he has the adamantium in his skeleton.
Mm-hmm.
You hear them all the time. They're like, bland chicken and rice, bland chicken and rice. Chris Evans, bland chicken and rice, bland chicken and rice. Every single one of them says the exact same thing.
Yeah, and they all look like they've been chiseled out of marble.
Yeah, exactly.
Once you see them in the movie. So it all seems to work out pretty well for him.
It does work pretty well.
All right, Pauly, what do you got?
Man, I'm trying not to pick X-Men. I really am. I'm going to go with Luke Cage. I didn't know much about him until I saw the TV show, but it's such a fucking cool character.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, that was a great show.
Mike, I swear I didn't know his name was Mike Coulter.
I never did know it.
No,
Mahershala Ali is also in Luke Cage.
Yeah.
He played everywhere.
He played the bad guy in the first one. The first season, I should say. Yeah, Cottonmouth. Mm-hmm. That's one.
All right, Bryce, back to you.
Okay. I'm going to go with X-23 from Logan. Laura.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. She is.
They got some young blood in there. You're looking towards the future.
Yeah, I am. Because she's old enough now to play X-23 in MCU. So
has it been that long since Logan?
Dude, like Google a picture of her right now.
Like,
oh my God! It'll blow your mind.
She looks drastically different. She was born in 2005, so now she's 18.
Yeah.
So whenever Logan came out, that was 2017. So she was 12, and now she's 18. So yeah. That's Daphne Keene.
Time flies for us old fuckers.
Yeah.
Oh my God. The second I remembered that this person existed as this character, I was very nervous. I think this is the first. I guess Loki's technically considered a villain.
He's like kind of anti-hero now, but originally a villain sort of guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
James Spader as the voice of Ultron.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
James Spader
So
doing anything is fantastic, but him as the voice of Ultron throughout that movie, just the menacing nature and the what he can do with his voice.
Well, and hot take here, just like with Ryan Reynolds just being Ryan Reynolds, James Spader was just being James Spader as Ultron.
I refuse for you to use that argument against James Spader because it does not play. James Spader is James Spader, and I just that's stricken from the record. You're like Marjorie Taylor Greene in a congressional hearing right now. Everything you just said has been stricken from the record. You've been reprimanded.
Please respect House decorum.
Even Republicans were laughing at her. They're all howling. It was incredible. God, I don't know. Do I take... Oh my God. There's so much Marvel content out there. Like
there's tons. There's tons. Real quick, going back to James Spader, I know a couple of you guys said you hadn't seen Earth's Mightiest Heroes, but Ultron plays a huge part in that cartoon series, which is like 6 or 7 seasons, I think. And if they had somebody or James Spader try and do Ultron's voice in that, it would have been really boring because he's just like a robot and very straightforward and everything like this. It's only dramatic because it's a cartoon, but like James Spader had a little bit of style to it. And especially when he's like, well, yeah, you get it. Like there's a little bit of like the human quality to it almost, Made all the difference in the world.
Okay, so this is another person that I don't think he's anywhere near the development of, who did you say, Wanda and Loki? But I still think he's had a similar level of growth. And I'm kind of bummed we never got a second season of that show, but understandably why. I'm going to take Sebastian Stan as Bucky Barnes.
Nice. And we are getting a second season of that.
Is there?
Yeah.
I thought they were doing a new Captain America movie instead.
Did they switch it? I didn't. Initially, it was supposed to be. I thought that was
the plan. Eventually, was to do a Captain America movie.
Oh, eventually, yeah. There's a Captain America 4, but there's going to be Captain America and the Winter Soldier, from what I understand.
Oh,
no,
cool.
There's going to be a season 2. Nice.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, and spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Whoops.
Yeah. Have that up front on the episode instead of technical difficulties. We'll do it that way.
Yeah.
Aaron is going to take Wyatt Russell as Captain America the next time he's up.
Listen, I don't want to hear any shit from somebody that tried to pick a goddamn X-Man during a DC draft pick.
Is the singular term of X-Men X-Man, or would you say a member of the X-Men?
I say a member.
So you're gonna correct me on my grammar?
Well, it wouldn't be the first time this episode, I'm sure. So.
Fuck you, Andrew.
Okay, I was getting nervous there for a second.
Yeah, we're looking like Twitter stock after Elon Musk took over. The way we plummeted after that first few minutes.
I think we were too cocky about it, is what happened.
We were. Yeah. We started having too much fun not bashing Aaron.
I know. Yeah, that's where we have the most fun. But I did just mention his name. He's technically on the board if anyone wants to take Elon Musk for his cameo in Iron Man.
Iron Man
2 or 3? He's in Iron Man 2 for 15 seconds.
Yeah.
One of the worst Iron Man movies by far.
Yeah.
2 and 3 were both awful. I'm sorry.
There's only been 3, so you talk about it like they're the Fast and the Furious movies. There's only 3.
Yeah, 2 and 3 shouldn't have been made.
That's not true. That's an absurd take.
I'll stick by it, and I'll die on that hill.
I liked 3. I thought it was one of the most well done movies. The editing, it was incredible. The soundtrack was fantastic, but it was
to
a little
say that
like
Iron Man 2 and 3 should not have been made. I feel is a blasphemous statement. Were they great movies?
No.
You could argue no, but to say that they should not have been made is an atrocity, and is why we frequently strike you from the record.
Okay.
I love how Andrew said we. Like, we're all in agreement.
I mean, I may be speaking for the other gentleman besides you, Aaron, but they also share the same sentiment.
They were both shaking their heads agreeing with me, asshole.
No, they were like, we can't wait for Andrew to say it again.
I literally just argued against you, Aaron. What are you talking about?
I don't remember that.
From the record.
I even said the editing was good. Like, I went as deep as that.
Oh, you know how Aaron hates the editing and the score and all those movie folk conversations. So we should probably get going.
A score,
guys. I'm not really a movie watcher like these guys.
I hate movies and TV and
bunch of fucking nerds.
I'll play along, I guess.
What have I gotten myself into? Okay.
Bryce, you're up.
Yeah, I know.
Stop making fun of me and make a draft pick.
Exactly.
Is in other words, what you just said.
Oh, yeah. This is actually going to be a fairly easy pick for me. This is going to be Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers from Earth's Mightiest Heroes. She doesn't show up till the 4th season or whatever, but it's the kind of like cocky sarcasm and everything that like Brie Larson didn't quite like get to in the first movie, but she's definitely finding it now. But it's one of the best things. And when it's like the new Avengers, like the other Avengers get sucked into a different like time portal or whatever, and there's Black Panther and Carol Danvers and Kamala Khan and all of them, and they're the new Avengers, and Carol Danvers and T'Challa are kind of fighting for like leadership roles. It's really, really good. What do you say, Pauly?
I'm going with Topher Grace as Venom. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Can I think I'm gonna draft emo jazz Peter Parker from Spider-Man 3. Tobey Maguire.
But I really like the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. I enjoyed those quite a bit.
He is the best. He is the best of all of them. And I'm gonna quote
I agree with
that's a hill I will die on.
Okay, now, are we doing like the similar like Batman argument, like where like he was a great Spider-Man, but not a great Peter Parker?
That's not true. The writing in his movies was dog shit. The character development in his movies, not non-existent.
Yeah, not great, but like Peter Parker is a timid, scared child, and he was like standing up to Flash when he was beating up a kid, and that's just not what Peter Parker does.
Like he said, bad writing.
He realized he had power. I mean, I feel like Spider-Man's powers are going to.
Well, that was before his powers, is what I'm saying. That was before he was in the lab with Doctor. What's his name?
The lizard dude.
I know who you're.
Connors, Dr. Connors. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got there.
Kurt Connors.
Kurt Connors. Took me a second.
Yeah, I mean, my argument would be the writing in those movies is fatally flawed. But I believe in my heart of hearts, my cold, dead heart, that Andrew Garfield is the best of both. That's my opinion, but that's how I feel.
And so you're more than welcome to it.
Back on that.
Okay, Aaron.
Last pick. I think I've got a right. We do 5.
Well, we're gonna keep it going because we're still.
Oh yeah.
We're still very early on.
But
so you got 2 more right now.
I'm taking Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man because I mean.
There you go.
I need financing for my strong team.
That's true. I mean, Wanda doesn't need much financing. Neither is Carol Danvers. So you're pretty good. None of them need financing at all. Actually, they're all just what they are.
Ryan, yeah,
but not like you have Hawkeye in there being like, I need more arrows. It's where he's most comfortable. Okay.
I just want it on record that this proves that Aaron is a billionaire sympathizer. We can move on to Aaron's next pick.
Fuck you, Andrew.
That's number 4.
Nice. Not bad. Not
Beautiful.
bad. I mean,
rookie
these guys actually do get along, huh?
Do we?
Yeah.
What is it?
Okay, so are we doing we're doing another round. Ooh, okay.
Keeping it rolling. We might do 2 more rounds because we're only like 30
I think we could do 2. I think we can go like Star Wars and do 2 more.
Damn it. I had not thought this far ahead.
You could stick with Iron Man and take Jeff Bridges as Ironmonger.
No, thank you.
I offered.
I'm gonna stick with my strong woman list. I'm going with Jessica Jones.
Solid.
Is that Kristen Ritter?
Yes.
I think so, yeah.
Ooh, it's a Y, not an I, though, so I'm glad I looked it up. She has those piercing eyes, too.
Yeah, and I mean, those Netflix shows were so underrated.
Yeah, they really
Daredevil, all of them.
I mean, Daredevil, Charlie Cox got his spot in the MCU, but like the rest of them didn't, and we are going to get Berthol, it looks like, his Punisher in that Daredevil series or movie or whatever they're gonna do.
But yeah, Daredevil kicked the shit out of the original Daredevil with Batman.
Ben Affleck. Those.
Yeah.
I watched that movie over and over and over.
With Bullseye.
With Bullseye.
Oh man.
Fuel had a great song in that movie though. And it was a great video. It was I'm about to look it up.
I do remember that song. Yep. No, Fuel. They were a pretty good band. Am I up here? Is that
you are.
All right.
Yes.
I need another woman on my team, and I haven't picked an X-Man in a while. Yeah, I said X-Man. We're going
Thank you.
Mystique, Rebecca Romijn.
Yes. Oh, you're going with Rebecca Romijn.
Yeah, I was crushing on her, even younger Pauly was all about Rebecca Romijn there.
Well, she was
and
Rebecca Romijn Stamos at the time, was she not?
She was Stamos at the time, but no longer.
I liked her cameo in First Class, where
she
was
good.
Trying to seduce
really
Magneto. That was.
She turned into him to be the older.
She's like, "Oh, you want me to be older? Okay." And it was Rebecca Romijn Stamos. It's like,
it's so good.
Yeah. My imagination went
off. Like that, they brought Mystique to life with that character though in that movie. Like that was another one. Like besides seeing Halle Berry as Storm, but seeing, all of them honestly. Like that first movie was just like the first time like seeing these characters in real life form.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Bryce.
Oh, the first time when Wolverine's claws come through that boxing glove and that first
God.
It
was so good. Decisions.
Well, I feel like I could take a funny pick here, but let's see. What do I have? I've got 3 women, 2 guys. Okay, I'm gonna go with kind of a funny pick. For those of you out there listening to us that maybe don't know What If, Thor's What If is freaking hysterical. Like when he's like fighting Vision at the end and he's like, "Viva Las Vegas!" and he fires. It kills me every time. So I'm going with What If Thor.
What If is also so underrated. Like
I'm gonna have to watch that. I haven't watched it yet.
It is really good.
It is really good. Like the entire series is just fantastic. I keep watching it over and over and over again. And Aaron, like if you do like it, like you'll love like what happens to Vision in the last 2 episodes. It's mind-boggling.
No spoilers.
Oh, it's incredible. Fascinating.
I will have to take someone who I've loved in the work he's done outside of the MCU, but this character specifically doesn't get a ton of screen time in the movies he's in, but he makes the most of it. And that is Winston Duke as M'Baku in the Black Panther movies.
Yeah.
Solid.
He has a screen presence that is something that not everybody has. So that seems like a no-brainer for me. And then I'm going to round my list out with a character I jumped the gun 2 episodes early on, and I'm going to take Gambit from the X-Men animated series.
Yeah, we definitely didn't let that happen.
Yeah.
Not a ton of suspense with that pick.
You wish that would have been stricken from the record.
No, I mean, I'm the one who edits the podcast, so if I really wanted to, it would have been stricken from the record.
Well, now that nothing has happened.
Whenever you're good.
Okay, let me go back to my list here. Because I definitely wasn't surfing TikTok while I was waiting. Okay.
Me.
Let's see here. Hugh Jackman.
I just finished my pick of Gambit, Bryce.
Yeah, I know, but I'm still like thinking about mine. Yeah. I think. Fuck it, why not? Okay, so I'm gonna pick a villain actually because I love Josh Brolin and give me Thanos.
Yeah, he brought that. He brought that character to life.
Yeah, I mean, it was such a good performance. It was ridiculous. Yeah, it was hard deciding between that and what's probably about to happen.
Like that Thor moment, like even after he's all defeated and Thor just like taking his head off, still was just beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was.
You hated to see him go, but if he was going to go anyway, that was the way for Josh Brolin to go.
What did you do? I went for the head. Like, what else?
Oh man. All right. So I am going back to Thor Ragnarok because as one of my favorite movies, I'm going with Valkyrie.
Yeah, solid
from Ragnarok.
And who doesn't love Tessa Thompson?
So, yeah, she's an incredible actress. Yeah,
like she's from fantastic. The beginning when he first comes across her, and she's just like drunk, tases him, like all that. It's just so good.
Sorry, Your Majesty.
And for my last pick, I have got to, just for the love of this woman, Marissa Tomei's Aunt May, just because I want Marissa Tomei on my team. And I don't think anybody will argue with me on that.
Yeah. I'm not arguing, but I'm laughing.
I want the strongest possible team.
So is this why you picked the strongest team? He picked the strongest team so that he could eventually pick Marissa Tomei.
Yes.
Yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Are we doing another supplemental round? Is that going to be it?
I think that.
Let's go one more.
All right.
We did one in the first, two in the second. Let's do three in the third.
Okay.
All right. I need to take somebody's attractive aunt here in the last round. So. Who's left? Oh, I'm not taking Sally Fields here.
Oh, Sally Fields a fox.
All right. Well, you and her are the same age. So
fuck you, Andrew.
Oh my God.
You like me. You really like me. That's 5. All right, Aaron. Do you want? Oh, you can't take Sally Field.
No, I already took one. Okay.
No, it's a different one.
No, but it's the same character, so like, yeah.
He can't take two of the same character.
Well,
are they though?
In the love of Josh Brolin, I'm going to take Josh Brolin's Cable.
Yeah, that's fantastic. That was actually going to be my next pick.
We said nothing about taking the same actor twice, so.
Yeah, exactly.
No, we didn't.
All right, Pauly. Sally Field?
I'm
just going to try to auction her off here in the last round.
Would you like Sally Field? I am going to go with God damn it. I don't know. Professor X. Professor X.
So are we doing Patrick Stewart, Professor X, or
Patrick Stewart. Sorry, I didn't think I had to specify.
I'm sorry,
Patrick
Stewart.
I mean, what? This guy picked everything from X-Men '97, and then he says Professor X, and we're supposed to know it's.
I picked Halle Berry Storm. I picked Rebecca Romijn Mystique. I picked one from '97.
Well, you kept saying it like I can avoid '97.
No, I just said avoid X-Men, but I couldn't do it. It's my favorite stuff.
Now, the real question is, did Josh Brolin play a third character in the MCU?
He had to voice something, right?
Get that man paid, you know? Let's see here. This is actually a little tough. I'm running out of characters to pick now. Let's see. I've already Wolverine, Loki, Captain Carter.
We're not on Mos Eisley anymore, Toto.
Yeah, and I know. Like, I didn't realize that. Like, I knew Star Wars that much better than I know Marvel because I am fairly obsessed with Marvel. I mean, I've got like 300 or 400 comics. So, you know what? I'm gonna go with Janet Van Dyne from Earth's Mightiest Heroes, Wasp. She was like the reason that team managed to stay together, and every time they had issues, she was the one, talking them into trying to save the original. I can't remember his name now. Ant-Man. So, don't look at me like that, Paul. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Hank. No, not Hank Pym. Yeah. So, yeah, Janet Van Dyne. She's also like super clever. So that's the one.
Shout out to Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah.
Aaron's one true
yes.
as Janet Van Dyne as well. I can't believe this character fell this far, and I also thought he was for sure going to get taken in the last round. I want Willem Dafoe as
Green Goblin.
I was thinking about Willem
as Norman.
Yeah,
Osborn.
yeah.
It was Janet Van Dyne or Green Goblin. That's what I was trying to decide between right then.
I forgot Willem Dafoe until the middle of the last round, and I was like, oh no, I don't pick for 6 more picks.
I kept looking at him. I kept freaking looking at him when I was going through characters. I was like, damn it. He'll be there. He'll be there.
Is there an E?
And then
I don't think there's an E. There's
Willem.
No E. Okay.
Dafoe.
Willem.
Well, and then, I mean, from the time, he didn't age from the time of the very first Spider-Man to this very last Spider-Man. He looks exactly the same.
Has he aged ever?
I don't.
Every show he's ever been in. He's...
Like once he hit 45, he stayed 45. But he did age from young 20s till.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like Bruce Springsteen,
like
where he just he stopped
Freeman
aging for a while, and then now he's like, "Oh, you did get old, didn't you, Bruce?"
Okay. We see it.
You're gonna hit that point.
It's Willem Dafoe, it's Morgan Freeman, James Cromwell, and Brian and
Samuel
Brian
Jackson.
We're all born, and Samuel Jackson. We're all born as they appear now, and they just have not aged since then. Their hair may have changed colors. They may have lost.
I think Denzel falls into that too. Probably. Denzel Washington,
bit, yeah, like post Philadelphia until
and now, Paul Rudd.
Been like...
Paul Rudd is actually a vampire. I believe that to be true. He looks clueless. Paul Rudd and Ant-Man Quantumania Paul Rudd are the same person.
Yeah, absolutely.
Steve Buscemi has not aged. He's always looked that old.
No, he has.
He's always looked 52. Yeah.
I will say, the one thing I will say is I just insulted Steve Buscemi's appearance is that he went back to the firehouse he worked at in New York City on 9/11 and spent, I think it was like a couple days or weeks, trying to find people in the rubble and all the wreckage and stuff. That was always a cool story.
Yeah, and he's never actually told that story. He's only been asked about that story.
Yeah, that was reported. That wasn't something he leaked himself. But well, on that note, that concludes our draft.
That was a fun episode.
This one was a lot of fun. That was fun.
It was good.
It comes full circle now that Gambit has officially been drafted to my team, which is a real great moment for my front office. It's really good to finally be able to draft him to the team. We put it out there weeks ago that we wanted him on the team, and now here he is. So we'll do the same thing we did for the last couple episodes on Spotify. We'll put a poll out for everyone's team. We'll do the same thing on TikTok as well, where we can create a poll there, and then on YouTube, throw your winner in the comments, and then whoever loses, the rest of us will bully them relentlessly in our group chat. And likely,
I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of "fuck you, Andrews" coming.
which would make this different from what day ever since we first met.
This is true.
Guys,
you guys had a good week.
I just started reading
There was a good week there.
We all chose really, really good teams. I
think so. I think this is the best overall of all of us.
Yeah.
This is like if Pauly and Bryce's Star Wars list were each one of us,
right?
Because last time we were like the Star Wars for Dummies lists, and you two were like Harvard graduate level Star Wars lists. By comparison.
I mean, you did pick Jar Jar, Andrew. You did pick Jar Jar.
He's a secret Sith Lord, so you know.
Have you seen? I googled the pictures of him because I almost gave you that for the Star Wars episode. Holy crap, that shit's
totally terrifying, right?
Jar Jar is terrifying.
I looked it up that night we recorded it. It is terrifying.
It looks like his skin is melting, but somehow not.
That was a 7th round draft pick, and here we are a week later talking about him. So I'm just saying, great value.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
great value.
It holds up
because you can't pronounce the ones me and Bryce picked.
I can't spell them. I can't pronounce them. I'm pretty sure if I slam my elbow on the keyboard, I would spell one of the characters either one of you picked up.
But you do remember the Jizz Whalers.
Oh, that's right.
No, I just haven't been able to purge my mind of the Jizz Whalers. So on that super fantastic note, what a great segue into our sponsor, R.T. Slaywood, and his novel, The Ballad of Bonadou, available exclusively on Kindle Vella. If you haven't read it yet, RT will be contacting you all individually. He'll be visiting your homes, knocking on your door, and doing a bit of an exit interview as to why you haven't already purchased, subscribed, and read the novel. So look forward to that in the coming weeks. Other than that, I think that's it. So fellas, if you have anything you'd like to add other than our usual close, take it away.
As always, fuck you, Andrew.
Let's go and tag it with that, and then a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4.